First things first, I'm a realist. Drop, isn't it the We are back again for another video. I honestly am surprised I'm even recording a second one because usually I like giving up on things. My last video, the gain on my mic was extremely low and it was so annoying to edit, so I turned this one up all the way, so it better be good. I wanted to talk a little bit about fashion and outfits in 2026 and talk a little bit about the Met Gala, which happened last Monday. One thing I went out on the Disney Channel and said, I want to make history. Because this is the second video on this channel. Yay! So I genuinely think fashion right now is better than it has ever been. Like sometimes, like in the sense that like everyone's comfortable with having different styles, whether it's punk, throwback, roadman, or like a gamer who doesn't care what they put on their back. At least people are comfortable now. I feel like before people weren't as comfortable. And you know what? Even better. I've realized that Nike tech sales have gone down. Like factories are closing, they're closing warehouses. This isn't 2021, 2022 anymore. Like the guys who wore Nike techs are now wearing wireless earbuds hooked up to nothing. Think about that. The concept of that. Something that I think is a problem now, and I've fallen victim of this, so please don't boo, just wait. Fast fashion. I know, and you know what? Me in 2021, an app that won't be named that starts with an S and ends in "een," we used to be like this. We used to be oomphs. Now I try to avoid fast fashion, but I mean like, sometimes you just can't avoid it. Like it's a problem. I was talking to my friends the other day, and fast fashion is, the problem is that the economy keeps making these real clothing, like non-fast fashion businesses rise, and it becomes so inaccessible to like people of lower and middle class that you're almost forced to buy fast fashion because it's usually cheaper. Can we just talk about the political, economical state of the world right now? Like, there's nothing we can do, and it's kind of upsetting because fast fashion is bad. Coming from someone who used to use fast fashion a lot. But I'm trying to change, I promise. Also, my skin is so oily right now, so if you can see your reflection in my skin, that's why. I honestly refuse to order from fast fashion websites, especially because I don't know the quality, right? Like, I've ordered things before in the past, and I'm like, this is bad. Like, this quality looks like it was made out of, like, 2 pieces of string, and they called it a day. Like, that's all that my jeans were made out of. This one pair of jeans I never wear anymore. But it's not just that. It's not just because of the quality, but it's also because it's obviously bad, guys. Like, please, it's not just because of the quality. Like, I don't order. I'm not saying I'm like the best person in the world. Like, look at me. Like, I'm an environmentalist. Like, I'm not an eco-terrorist. Like, I try to reduce, reuse, recycle now. Like, I go thrifting a lot. That's personally how I like to shop for clothes. I think it's fun. Until you find nothing at a thrift store, then it's the most draining activity in the world. Is every clothing store fast fashion though? Like, honestly, I haven't gotten anything at those notorious fast fashion stores, like in malls, for a while. I wonder what other designers that we may not know of are also included in fast fashion. You know what I mean? And some of you are running fast fashion websites like the Navy. Like, you're keeping those lights on, you're keeping that website up. I see your jeans with the fake embroiderment of like gems and in like crosses and designs, and there's like a tiger face on your leg. First of all, you know the trashy host.
Second of all, you suck dick.
Second of all, you can tell that it's from like TEMU. I'm sure whoever watches this video understands, because like we know Dada, we know fashion, but other people do not. And you may say, but you're wearing a white tee. And I'm like, okay, first of all, mind your business. Second of all, you're right. Something else that pisses me off, it's not really fast fashion related. Well, it is, but also those, like I said, those jeans with like fake embroiderments on it. Like, you people want to be fashion forward so bad. But a few years ago when because we're together, the people we talk about on this channel, they're not here. We wanted to be fashion forward years ago, and we're made fun of for it. Like, ew, look at that person, he's really trying. Like, but now everyone's trying, and now it's cool. So what's that about? Don't piss me off. Rule number 1, don't piss me off, and you've already pissed me off. I think the only problem I have with today's fashion is people being inauthentic, honestly. Like, why are you forcing yourself to wear something that you don't feel comfortable in? And everyone can tell. Like, I can tell. I feel like I can tell when someone's not comfortable in what they're wearing. I'm also just a very judgmental person, and I'm probably the worst person on this earth. But I get it, like it's easier to shop at the mall and shop online than go thrifting, because I went thrifting a few days ago, found absolutely nothing. I think I got literally, I'll show you, where is it? I got these glasses, which I actually think are pretty cool. Like, right? These are pretty cool. But one thing for the whole day, I was looking for linen pants and stuff for summer, and it was crickets. Like, it was raided. Like, it looked like my fridge after not shopping for a week. Like, it was empty. The other thing that pisses me off about thrift stores is, like, why are we putting things on the rack that no one's going to want? I go into the thrift store and there's 10 plain red shirts in a row. Like, I don't know what's going on here. I'm not going to cosplay a fire truck, so I don't know why there's 10 red shirts in a row. White shirts are different. You know what? White shirts, black shirts, gray shirts, like the staple colors. I get it. Still, why do we have like 10 in a row, but like 10 red shirts in a row? Are you being serious with me right now? Like, I'm in this thrift store and it's smoking hot. I'm tired. It took me an hour just to get downtown. I have my drink that's basically done. I'm with my friend and like I'm looking through this rack after 5 thrift stores, and the only thing on this rack are red shirts. Plain red shirts. I'm not going to cosplay an M&M. I don't want to be a firefighter. So you want me to look like Clifford the dog? Like, I don't understand why thrift stores put things on the rack that they know people won't even want. This isn't Walmart. Like, if I wanted Walmart, I'd go to Walmart and find things with the same 10 things in a row. This isn't Walmart. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what got confused. Maybe you guys don't know what Walmart is. Like, you're going to pull a Paris Hilton and be like, do they sell wall stuff or something?
What is Walmart? It's like they sell wall stuff?
But I know this is a Walmart. Why are we selling these things that no one wants? The other thing about fashion now, I think inspiration is hard to find, like especially when you're finding out your style. So we naturally turn to like social media and celebrities for trends. So it's actually the next day because I had to stop the recording, but we're back. So so as I was saying, inspiration is hard to find. So we obviously naturally turn to like social media and celebrities and whatever's in our faces, right? Oh, I just hit my mic. Whatever's in front of our faces is what we gravitate towards. In terms of style wise, personally, I like looking at how celebrities used to dress before, not old celebrities, like in the 90s and 2000s. That's kind of like the style I like. Before, I used to look at like cool runway shows, but that's obviously super unrealistic. Like, those are haute couture type clothing that no one can ever afford, and I would never be able to afford in my lifetime. But I like using Pinterest. I think it's really cool. I have a bunch of boards on there. TikTok has some cool ones, but like Instagram is good sometimes. But like once you get into your echo chamber of style, it's easier to find things. Like, since now all my social medias are like curated to what I like to see, it'll show me fashion things that I would most likely like. I think there are different types of areas in fashion that I think most people are part of. I wrote down 4 different areas. So the first one is grunge. Okay. This is we went from Nike tech people to looking like an underground DJ. This is the people that they want to look like they dress like they're smoking a cigarette outside of a club, but they don't actually smoke cigarettes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of their vibe. And I love the grunge vibe. I that's probably my favorite. The second one is streetwear. This is we wear clothes that are so loose that it leaves a drag path. Like, if I walk through the snow, there would be a plowed area where I walked because my jeans are so baggy. These are the people that you can't tell if their clothes are from Temu or their designer brand. You just can't tell. And that's kind of like what the streetwear people look like to me. I think that I'm kind of in between streetwear and grunge, because I don't think I'm fully grunge. I think I'm in between these two. Then we have like our clean aesthetic, which is like those people that have 5 sets of white plain tees and like 5 sets of blue jeans, and you can't really tell that they're one stitched, and you can't really tell that where they're from, but only them and then other people that are really into that niche can tell. These are also the people that only own beige, black, gray, and white, and maybe a pastel green or a pastel blue, and that's it. That's the only colors they have in their wardrobe. And lastly, I have my business people. This is the people where their dress code is boring. They want to be Clark Kent so bad. Like they put on the fake blue light glasses, even though they don't need them. They think that they're office siren. Meanwhile, they all look the same. Do I like blue light glasses? Well, yes, I do. I think I have some here. Okay, maybe not. I don't know where my blue light glasses went. You get it. The business people, they have a certain aesthetic, and that's fine. All of you jumped on the quarter zip trend in the last year because quarter zips have never came across your desk until now for some reason. I personally put those quarter zips in hibernation ever since the business bros have been wearing them. I just don't like it. Like, that's not my vibe. You know what I mean? God forbid I'm a little pretentious. I can't think of any other subcategories. I'm sure there's other micro fashion niches and groups that I'm just don't know. Yeah, I think it's safe to assume that most of us are not dressing up as Met Gala 2019 camp every single day. Unless you are, then you know what? Good for you. I don't know how you're finding those articles of clothing and how you're doing that, but whether you fall into one of these categories or not, I think as long as you dress comfortably and you are who you are, then it's fine. Like, just dress what makes you feel comfortable. It'll exude confidence, and don't let anyone tell you what you cannot wear. Right? As long as it's not offensive. People who don't have a style, I actually don't understand. And I know some people don't have the means to buy new clothes, and I'm not talking about them. Like, you're telling me you don't want to express yourself in what you wear. Clothing is the best way, or one of the easiest ways to express yourself, even if you don't have the means to buy new clothes. But like, you can express yourself with what you have, I think. Like, surely you have some clothes, and if you do, if you're lucky enough and fortunate enough to have clothes, then why not use them and express your personality? I like seeing people's personality, and that's kind of what I'm trying to say. We don't want to just throw on a lumpy blue sweater that we fished out of a bin from a pile of stuff. Like, I think it's the energy. Let me rephrase everything I've been saying in the last 2 minutes of absolute stroke-wise word jumble, is that people don't care about what they wear when I think they should care, is what I'm saying. And if you have the ability to care, then I think you should care. Like, is that crazy for me to say? The problem with this is that trends obviously come and go all the time. Like, I think people are wearing less and less baggy clothes. I'm seeing some bagginess, but I feel like it's gone away. Am I crazy? Like, I was walking downtown the other day, and I don't see as much baggy clothes, which is fine. Like, trends change, and that's the hard thing about keeping up with trends. You just can't. At some point, you have to stop. Trends just come back anyway, so like, it's fine. I like accessories. I'm wearing my rings. These are my favorite rings, and I have like these 2 bracelets on. But I have like I have like a necklace on. I have other things that I wear. I like wearing accessories. So on to my favorite part of this video, which is what I want to talk about, and I'm not really looking at my notes for this. The Met Gala. I am late to this. It is about 10 days after the Met Gala, and I'm probably not going to post this for the next 2 or 3 days because I have to edit it. The category was costume art. You would think it would be easy for people to do costume art. Like, you want to wear something that portrays art, but you're also in a costume, right? I liked it. I actually liked most of them. I think I was on Twitter that day, and Twitter, every single year they have something to say, right? Like, they're like, oh, this is the worst Met Gala in years. I'm like, are you dumb? Are you insane? The worst Met Gala, in my opinion, was 2023 Karl Lagerfeld. Like, that one was boring. Like, oh my gosh. Like, this one was at least good. The people I liked the best, Emma Chamberlain, hands down best, no argument. Janelle Monáe was really cool. Bad Bunny I thought was really cool with the old, I don't know if it was makeup or prosthetics. SZA I thought was cool. Beyonce was cool. Madonna, Jeremy Pope, and I actually loved, it's Gwendolyn something. I'm so sorry I forgot your name, but I liked hers as well. And I also liked Katy Perry's take on art AI and how it's fake. People I didn't really like, starts with an H, ends with Hudson Williams. I'm looking at this because I saw the original sketch on Twitter, and I'm like, what is going on here? I think what I don't like is when I think it was him or someone said, oh, I'm trying to portray like Black Swan. Buddy, we know how I feel about Black Swan. Like, let me turn this camera real quick. You see the Black Swan poster on my wall? Yeah. Black Swan, I love it, and I think I talked about it. Oh no, I didn't talk about it in the last video, but I love Black Swan so much. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, buddy, what type of Black Swan is this? You look like Fireboy and Water Girl collided. Like, you know what I mean? I think I wouldn't have said anything, honestly, if it wasn't for that comment, because I'm like, this is not Black Swan. This isn't Black Swan. You look like an ice storm. Like, I was seeing people on TikTok were absolutely flipping and bending over backwards when they saw him, but then on Twitter, they obviously were tearing him apart. I don't know. I'm in two different echo chambers, but I'm not going to get into that. Some other people I thought were like, I'm sorry, Rihanna. Boo, boo. I know. And I love Rihanna. She's one of my favorite artists ever. But this, I'm like, what are you supposed to be? Your costume kind of looks like Jabba the Hutt. Like, I know it was on May 4th, like May 4th be with you, but I didn't know we were coming in Star Wars costumes. Again, love Rihanna. I love every single other thing she's ever done in her whole life. Honestly, except for this. Like, I don't know why I didn't like it that much. Damson Idris, I thought was it last year or 2 years ago where he like ripped off the outer garment and then it showed his suit with like an astronaut helmet. I thought that was really cool actually. But then this year I'm like, all right. And then like Hailey Bieber, I didn't really care for. And there's some other people I just don't really remember. I was looking at some of the posts while I was at work, so I was kind of like quickly looking. I know this video is about fashion trends and stuff, so I just want to say the Met Gala does not signify trends, and I think it's just for celebrities to dress up, honestly. Actually, you know what, one thing I discovered recently, so I know the Met Gala raises money for charity, and you might have heard this too. Did you know that it was just charity going back to themselves? Like, I didn't know they had some water cycle-esque type charity. Like, it's people buy these chairs for like however much thousands of dollars it is, but it goes back to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which means it goes back to the Met Gala, which means it's a huge circle. I thought it was like, oh, we're going to pick a cool charity and donate. No, like this is going right back into their pockets. Like, this isn't a charity. They say charity. That's not a charity. This is a donation, not a charity. The Met Museum is not a charity. So I don't know why they marketed it as that. It's not. Like, they're raising money for themselves. This is not them raising money for some important cause. So according to my calculations, if I put all these Venn diagrams, there's something about those Venn diagrams.
Just something about those three circles.
1 + 1 is 4. Connect those red string. Is that you're just gaining money. In the end, like, that money is just going straight back in your pocket. And I kind of was like, oh, I thought we were doing this to be nice and donating to people. I don't know. That's really all I have to say about fashion and the Met Gala. I'm sure I have other thoughts, but it's just not coming to my mind. I'm trying not to be, not controversial. I'm not trying to be so jarring. I'm not trying to be so jarring with my opinions in my first videos. You know what I mean? Like, I want people to know my personality and what I think, but I also want to try and appeal to many people. And that's what I'm trying to do. So let me know what you think, what niche your fashion style is in, and if you had any opinions about the recent Met Gala, even though I know it was 10 days ago and I'm super behind. Next time I record a video, I may have dyed hair. Maybe. Hopefully I keep this going because I actually enjoy recording these videos and talking to myself. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.